No, no, no. Those conversations haven't happened. Um, no, 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 no.
On a more serious note, one of the things Rob spoke about before the series was, kind of getting the majority of the guys who were at the World Cup last year together and sort of rekindling that style and wanting to see those game plans implemented again. How far do you think you guys have gone towards doing that in the first two games of the series?
Yeah, I think, I mean, if we're honest with ourselves, we're not close to where we want to be, where we know ourselves to be. We haven't played our best cricket in all the different facets of the game. And we know that there's still a lot of work for us to do to get to that level. There's not a lot of opportunities from a playing point of view within the 50 over space. So we're gonna have to find a way to really up our game, up our skill level, up our intensity, to again become a competitive, strong unit that we know that we are capable of being.
Just on one specific area, I mean, it was a big strength last year, was how the top order performed in India. Why do you think guys are battling? And I know the sample size is so small, and if you want to go back even to the UAE in those games, that guys seem, aren't able to do the thing of getting to 35 overs and getting to 40 overs and providing the platform.
Yeah, I think, I mean, that's a highlight of our batting. When we're at our best, whoever gets in finds himself getting to 20 or 30 runs. Generally, the guy goes on and converts. I think there have been a number of guys, number of us who've gotten starts, but we just haven't been able to convert those starts. And really, we haven't been able to put ourselves in positions where we can be able to get scores of 350 plus. So, I mean, that's an area that we need to chat about. The reason behind that, I think T20 cricket doesn't allow you to do that. I mean, that's, I guess, if I'm using it as an excuse, I could use that. With that being said, there's the guys who play the test arena where batting for long is obviously an important thing. So I think just us playing, to be honest with you, us just playing more and more 50 over cricket, that will give us that opportunity to kind of get that groove back, to get that rhythm. 50 over cricket is different in that, you're kind of batting through the different situation, different rhythms of the game. And as the batters, we need to get used to that. But I think, I mean, we don't want to be focusing too much on the excuses as to why we are not doing certain things. The important bit is that that's what is expected of us. That's what people know that we can do, and that's what we pride ourselves on doing it. We trust in ourselves as batters. We also know that if one guy gets 100, it's gonna kind of start happening for everyone else. So I think if I think of, I mean, our build up to the World Cup, it was almost a similar type of thing, playing against that series against Australia, where we started off quite so slowly, and then it kind of started happening when the guys started putting in the performances. So I guess if you look at history, it's definitely not all doom and gloom for the batters. We know what needs to be done, and that's what we'll be pushing ourselves to do.
Other than the result itself tomorrow, what is it that you guys are looking to achieve?
I think what we just spoke about now, just finding ourselves getting closer and closer to playing our best, whether it be bowling, whether it be batting, whether it be fielding. We just want to find ourselves getting closer and closer to being the best. We don't have all the resources in terms of players available, but the guys coming in, it's an opportunity for them to show how they can contribute within the team. But yeah, us as a team just getting closer to us playing our best.
Speaking of those playing resources, how much with the test just days away, the first test against Pakistan just days away, how much sort of like balancing act will go into selection for tomorrow?
Look, I mean, that has been in consideration when selecting the team. We'll obviously also look at the conditions here at the Wanderers. and see what that dictates from a team perspective. But all the guys are available. I think the best team will be selected. Guy like KG, he comes back into selection again. Yeah, we'll be looking to select our best team. As much as the test stuff is in a couple of days, in a week or so, we know that we have to put forward our best foot in this game, and take whatever confidence that we are able to get going into the test stuff.
How difficult is it to just chop and change between these formats as regularly as you guys do? You know, it's literally a couple of days now, sort of separation. How do you guys sort of, you know, adjust?
Yeah, I mean it is tricky. I think you probably want to focus more on the mental side of the game. I don't think you want to be changing too many stuff technically. If I think about it with me from a batting point of view, but it's more from a mental point of view. Test cricket, understanding you're dealing with the new ball, so what are your plans there? How are you going to ensure that you're going to be batting for long periods? Test cricket, your rhythm that you bat with doesn't really change. Whereas one day cricket, there's different tempos to your batting. So, yeah, I think it's more mental that you want to focus on. Stay away from the technical stuff. Conversations that you have in and around the team, I think those become important just to remind ourselves of what it is we do when we are playing well, what our processes are. But I think it is a challenging one. But I mean, it's something that has been a part of us as cricketers. There's not a big break between the different formats, and even with that, you're still expected to perform. But yeah, I think it's more mental to be honest. Making sure that you're in the right space. Yeah.
We'll take another one from Stu, then we'll go online. For those of you online, just a reminder to please raise your hand if you do have a question. We'll look to take one or two from online. Go ahead, Stu.
What Pakistan done that has surprised you or impressed you?
Not surprised. I think Pakistan are obviously a proper outfit. I think, I mean, if you look at their bowling, plans have been very simple. Up front, the guys try to swing the ball. In the middle, they keep it tight, and then they obviously wait for the ball to reverse, which, you know, their bowlers are probably the best in the world in terms of exploiting that. And then I think with their spin, which I guess has been different with their spin, is that they've got spinners who are wicket takers. I guess it's not in the middle where the spinners are trying to hold the game. They're holding the game, but it's guys who can take wickets. So I mean that's given them a bit of a boost in their bowling lineup. And when the guys come back for their second and third spells, they're generally bowling to a lower order. I mean, it becomes a bit easier from their side. And then I think from a batting point of view, I think more particularly in the middle, how they've batted in the middle orders, Kamran, Salman, those guys have been able to up the intensity, and they've already allowed them to challenge for scores over 320. So I think, yeah, where they put us under pressure with the bat is those guys coming in the middle and how they've been able to up the intensity, whether they're under pressure or whether they're on top of the game.
Okay. Nathan, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Lucy. Skip, you guys have been fairly successful with the Pink Day, winning 9 and losing twice. How special is the Pink Day for the side? And I'm sure you'll draw a lot of out of the occasion.
Yeah, special occasion. I mean, this is a fixture that all of us look forward to. Even the guys who are not fit, they make sure they fit when it comes to the Pink Day occasion. And I mean, we know what the cause is about, and we'd like to play our role in creating awareness around breast cancer, but obviously also to raise funds for the Charlotte Maxeke hospital as the beneficiary. Like you said, we've got a good record when it comes to it, and we'd like to look after that record. It helps that we're playing here at the Wanderers as well, iconic stadium to play at, and we're looking forward to the support from the people. Hopefully the weather plays its role as well.
Thanks, Nathan. Telford?
Thanks, Lucy. How's it, Temba?
How's it
Um,
going?
I just wonder if part of the difference we see in the way you guys have batted in the test matches recently and in the white ball game is the fact that the World Test Championship is here. It's in your face, you know, trying to get into the final, and it's very real as opposed to World Cups are a little further away. So is it just a natural human reaction to, you know, to deal well with what's in front of you?
Yeah, I think, I mean, as much as the Test Championship, that's, you know, within our reach. We still paying respect to. I mean, we've still paid respect to the ODI series, and what that means for us as players looking forward. So, I mean, from a motivation point of view, the guys are not. We haven't been lacking from that point of view. When we speak, we still speak ODI cricket. We still speak about the skills that are required from that perspective. But I guess at the back of the minds of certain players, I guess we know after this game, the next 2 weeks becomes super important for us. But I mean, we've still paid due respect to the series as well as the opposition as well.